had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 24-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
At the 24-yard line.
Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. And there they bring pressure from the inside and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Buying time to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. Steps away to his left. And that is going to be incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
He was brought down.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 29-yard line.
Again, it's Barkley. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Barkley, the ball.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield.
Barkley, the Giants ball.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At their 49-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead.
The kick is good.
Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense making their way back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. As of this moment, as pretty much everyone knows, they sit alone in that top spot, but nothing is guaranteed. They haven't even clinched the playoffs. So a good start, but a long way to go.
And you know, a blunt veteran inside their locker room has stood up at one point or another and said, you know all this means nothing so far. We've got to cover this, get it done. What do we want to be? It's like winning a title in August, right, in preseason. Doesn't count. Let's go ahead and get this thing done.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. Defense really kept him in check running the football in the first half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half two.
So 2 words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs. And how about relentless? Keep going, knowing that you may pop one, as he just did there.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the Giants' 40-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Boy, how about that one? He reeled it in one-handed for a touchdown. A sensational one-handed grab in the end zone for the score. Looked like you at the Davis Turkey Bowl every year in the backyard in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, you're so kind. That's definitely in my mind. But how about this? They always tell guys going after the ball, the receivers especially, you got to have a single-minded obsession to go get it. How about going up with a single hand and making that happen? I don't know if it gets much better than what we just saw there.
And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. So here comes the kickoff now. Ball even here in this 4th quarter. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Jones. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. On first down, Barkley, he's to the 10, and he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Touchdown.
A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Giants have taken the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Hurts and the Eagles now down by 7, less than 90 seconds to go. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on first down. He's back to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had, because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That can finish things off for them.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's caught at the 25. A big play there for the Eagles on 3rd down. And even 50 yards.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
That's another Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Elliott on for the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
New York ready to go again offensively. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them inbounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down, New York.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Catch made by Slayton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
15-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's in! Are you kidding me?
How do you give that
One
up?
of the most improbable ways to finish a game, and they do win it on the final play. This one is going to sting for a while. I mean, how do you let that happen defensively?
One stop.
One